Hey guys, it's Jay from skolgamingyt. Welcome to another MLB Perfect Inning 2018 video, and welcome to the newest season of Moneyball Monday. This is kind of season 3, but I'm going to name these episodes like episode 101 today, 102, 103 going on for this season, so you guys can tell what's going on. But what does the new season mean? I'm going to reset the vast majority of this team, get new players, and then build them up for the new season. The reason being, I honestly just got kind of bored with the team I had, and I want to shake things up. With that in mind, here's what I'm going to do. Most of the positions, I'm going to spin a wheel of teams. Whatever team I land on, I'll have to take a player from 2018 from that team to fill that spot. With those players, I can spend up to 60 million coins on a player. So if they have a cheap live SC card or a cheap all-star card and they're in the right position, I can get them. However, if they're over 60 million, then I just have to get their base card. However, there will be a couple of exceptions. Number one, I have 3 2018 guaranteed player packs. One is an all-star, one is a live SC, and one is a live SC special emblem. I will open those 3 packs first. Whatever positions those 3 players play will be filled and not be spun for on the wheel. Additionally, I kind of messed this team up, so I never had a plus 10 Schimpf, but I did have a plus 10 Bartolo Colon. So I will keep plus 10 Bartolo Colon as a ringer because he is my favorite player. One starting pitcher is Bartolo Colon. Now we have 24 more players to get, and we'll start off with our live SC draft. Then we'll do our all-star draft, and then we'll do our special emblem SC draft. So our regular SE draft will give us 83 overall James Paxton. Now I could have bought him, he is under 60 mil, but he is a good lefty starter, so I'm happy with it. Now for our all-star, it's a 2018 All-Star. Who will I get? 85 George Springer. He will slot in at right field officially. He's not great defensively, but he has good hitting and decent speed. So I like that pull. And now for a live SE special emblem draft. Who will be our 4th quote-unquote good guaranteed player? There we go. 87 player of the week, Rougned Odor. Honestly, probably one of the worst special emblem players I could have pulled, but he's still a good card, and he will slot in at second base. Alrighty, and now we have the wheel of teams. We have all 30 Major League teams on this wheel. We are going to be spinning for our other 21 players. Each player will just have to be from that team. So once the teams are determined, then we will go back to the game and figure out who I will be getting. We're going to start off with one of our starting pitchers here. And for our first starting pitcher, he will be from the Rangers, along with Bartolo Colon. However, Bartolo does not count as the Rangers pitcher. Now we'll go to a relief pitcher. I'm not going to spin for the same position multiple times in a row as much as possible. So let's see who is going to come up here. In the bullpen, we get a Blue Jays pitcher. Now we'll go to catcher. Just going to kind of jump around the list of needs. And our catcher is from the Cubs, so almost certainly a Wilson Contreras. Now, you know what? Let's go with our first bench batter. Bench batters can be from any team. And our first bench batter is from the White Sox. Now we'll spin for our next relief pitcher. Relief pitcher, I guess it could be number 2. I can reorder them, however. And we'll get a reliever from the Mariners. Mariners do have a good bullpen. I like that. Now let's spin for shortstop. Let's spin for shortstop, see what team I will get. And the shortstop is from the Phillies. I don't think the Phillies have the best shortstop. We'll spin for another bench slot now. And our next bench slot is from the Dodgers. Our Dodgers players are very expensive. Thankfully, it's a bench player, so it can be any batting position. Now we'll go back, get another starting pitcher here. And our next starting pitcher is from the Rockies. Now we'll go with another tough position to fill, left field. Who will my left fielder be from? Left fielder from the Phillies. That should be Rhys Hoskins, maybe? Wouldn't be too bad. We'll go back to the bench, get another bench bat, and this guy will end up being from the Cleveland Indians. Pretty good team there. Now we'll go get our third reliever. This reliever will be from the Arizona Diamondbacks. Now we'll stay in the bullpen, but we'll get our closer. Where will our closer be from? Our closer will be from the Philadelphia Phillies. Then we'll go to first base, see who our first baseman will be from. Please not the Twins. Orioles, Chris Davis. If there's an okay Chris Davis, that might not be too bad. Otherwise, that's brutal. Now we'll spin for our DH. And our DH will be from the Atlanta Braves. Now, I might just go with a good power hitting bat because it's an NL team and any DH options are going to truly be terrible. Now we'll get our fourth reliever. Our fourth reliever will be from the Washington Nationals. Nationals have some good bullpen arms. Now, our fourth bench bat will be from none other than, once again, the White Sox. So 2 bench bats from the White Sox. Now our last starting pitcher will be from the Chicago Cubs. Cubs do have multiple good starters. Challenge will be getting them for a good price. Now we have our final relief pitcher who will be from the Cardinals, it looks like. Yes, the Cardinals. Now we're on to third base. Where will our third baseman come from? The Boston Red Sox. It's amazing. I'm getting these good teams, but the positions I'm spinning for are where they're weak in general. Now, there's a few exceptions. We're on to center field now, and then our last bench spot afterwards. Center fielder from the Cubs might be Albert Almora Jr., who wouldn't be too bad. And now we're going to spin for our final bench spot. And our final bench player comes from the Detroit Tigers. Alrighty, and we are now on the free agent market looking to get these players. What I will say about these players is I can spend up to $60 million. So if I can't get a good live SD card, I could get a boosted base card. And as long as the price does not exceed $60 million GP. And we start by looking for Texas Rangers starting pitchers. And Cole Hamels would have been nice, but he does not appear to be available. So now we'll look for Rockies starting pitchers. I did bookmark Cole Hamels in case I can get him towards the end of this. Rockies have no live SC starting pitchers under 60 mil. So I will go ahead and find a normal Rockies starting pitcher that I would like. And since there's no pitchers for the Rockies listed above +1, I will get German Marquez. So welcome to the team, German Marquez. And then the Cubs, I feel like it's unlikely that there will be a cheap starter for them. But actually there is an 82 John Lester for $57 million. That is perfectly within the budget. So I will pick him up. John Lester, welcome to the team. Now we're on to the bullpen. We're going to start with the Blue Jays. And the Blue Jays do not have any quote-unquote cheap relief pitchers. And for the Blue Jays, I will end up going with Joe Biagini. Pick him up. So welcome to the team. Next, we're looking for a Mariners reliever. I know they have good ones. Hopefully there's something cheap. Pazos, 53 mil. He's not too bad. Not my favorite pitch mix, but, it'll give me something new to learn and work with. So, Pazos, welcome to the team. Now we look for a Diamondbacks relief pitcher. They are all going to be on the expensive side. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to pick up a plus for Brad Ziegler. So, Brad, welcome to the team. Now we look for Nationals relievers. Again, they're good cards, but they are expensive, so we'll go to their normal player cards. And actually, what I forgot to realize is the Nationals traded away some of their relievers at the trade deadlines. So I will end up going with a +2 Grace. Welcome to the team. And the Cardinals, Tyler Lyons would be nice. I'm going to add him to my favorites in case a card of his pops up by the time I'm done recording. Otherwise, like with the Rangers, I will go back and get a card I can afford. Now on to a Phillies closer. Hector Neris would be affordable. I don't really like his pitch mix, to be honest. So even though it's significantly lower in overall, I will pick up a base Hector Neris for the additional pitches. So Hector Neris, welcome to the team. Now on to Cubs catchers. Wilson Contreras would be affordable if he was available, so I will again favorite him in the off chance that one of his cards becomes available. He does have an all-star that is out of our budget, but while I wait to see what happens with Wilson Contreras, we'll move on to Orioles first baseman, and I will have to go with a normal player for the Orioles at first base, which will have to be Chris Davis at a +1. Chris, welcome to the team. I hope you can play it better than you did in real life. We're now on to Red Sox third baseman, who appear to all be out of our price range outside of normal cards. So we'll just get the best normal player that we can, which will be a base +1 Rafael Devers. So welcome to the team. Now on to Phillies shortstops, who are literally only going to be normal players. It looks like we'll be getting Kingery, not the best card, but that's okay. Kingery, welcome to the squad. Now we say in Philadelphia as we look for a left fielder, and Rhys Hoskins is out of our price range, unfortunately. So we'll have to get a base version of Rhys Hoskins and then hopefully prestige it from there. Now I will be able to get a +3 Hoskins right off the bat, which will be nice. So Rhys, welcome to the team. Then we go back to the friendly confines of Chicago for a center fielder. Ian Happ would be nice. He's not available. We'll see what happens. Added him to the list of favorites. I don't think they had an all-star center fielder this year. For normal players, Almora would probably be the move, but we'll see what happens. And as we look at Braves DHs, they are all horrendously putrid. So I am going to allow myself the opportunity to get any Braves batter within my price range. And I will be taking Freddie Freeman at first base as my DH. So Freeman, welcome to the team. Now for the bench, I need 2 White Sox batters, so we're going to get both of them first. I will start by picking up Avisail Garcia. Looks like a really good right fielder. Then I will also get Jose Abreu, another great bat off the bench. I do need a Dodgers bat off the bench. I'll go with 79 Matt Kemp, who can also play a little bit of left field. Then from Cleveland, we need a bench bat. I will go with Jason Kipnis here. Then finally a bench bat from the Tigers. I will go with Nicholas Castellanos as another right fielder because of the Escar defense and because compared to Miguel Cabrera, there's not a huge difference. Now we're here with the favorites. Gonna check through them one last time. If any of them are available, I'll pick them up. Otherwise, I will get normal players to fill my last 4 spots. Happ, Lyons, Contreras, Hamels, all unfortunately unavailable. So Cubs, we need both a catcher and a center fielder from normal players. I will pick up Albert Almora Jr. for center field. Then I am going to hold out until I can get Wilson Contreras. Whether it's his normal card or his live SC, the first Contreras I see will be the one I get. Then from the Cardinals bullpen, I'll get a +4 Jordan Hicks. With 87 velocity, he should be throwing gas, which will be valuable out of the bullpen. Then for a Ranger starter, I'll go with Bibbins Dirks. Alrighty, and now we have our team built. Mitch Garver will be at catcher, just a throw-in base card until I can get Wilson Contreras. Otherwise, here's the team. James Paxton and Bartolo Colon are 2 guaranteed pitchers. Then we got Cubs pitcher John Lester, Rockies pitcher Herman Marquez, and Rangers pitcher Austin Bibbins Dirks. In the bullpen, we have Matt Grace, Joe Biagini, Brad Ziegler, Jordan Hicks, James Pazos, and Hector Neris. For our batting lineup, we have Rougned Odor, Rafael Devers, Scott Kingery, Chris Davis, George Springer, Albert Almora Jr., Freddie Freeman, Mitch Garver, who will be replaced by Wilson Contreras, and Rhys Hoskins. Off the bench, we have Nicholas Castellanos, Jason Kipnis, Jose Abreu, Matt Kemp, and Avisail Garcia. Now, yes, the bench is better than many of my starting batters. I will have to win games with this team in order to promote bench players to starters. For each win, I will be able to promote one bench player to a starter. I will also have the old set of rules for gameplay, strikeouts, perfect innings, hits, RBIs, total bases, etc., providing boosts. I've actually decided to make this an ultra mega episode, whatever you want to call it. We're doing our first game with this team right here, right now. So if it seems like a long video, there is a lot of things going on. I am on the road. I'm at the Astros. This is going to be kind of brutal. And yeah, this Astros team is probably going to beat the living daylights out of me. But Rougned Odor as a leadoff hitter, this is going to be perhaps the biggest at-bat in this game. And that is a fly out to left. So we probably lost. Devers in an 0-2 hole here. We'll see if he can do anything for us. That is hit well to right center. That's down. That's a hit. Is that a double? That looks like a double. Just a reminder, it is a half point per base earned on the hit. So that's a full upgrade for Rafael Devers. Will Harris on to face Scott Kingery. Kingery in an 0-1 hole, trying to drive in Devers, but he is going to fly out to very shallow left, so there are now 2 outs in the inning. Davis hits it well to center, but that is a fly out. So no runs on the 1 hit, and the 1 runner left on base. Let's see if John Lester can shut things down and maybe earn a couple upgrades for himself. All right, we're ahead 0-1 here. Going to try the low curveball. See if Altuve will chase it. That is hit to center. That's a single. No perfect inning bonus for John Lester today. I know I'm facing a real person because of how ridiculously easy it was for them to hit the curveball. He was trying to steal, but thankfully the changeup is flown out to center for out number 1. And we get the pickoff. So there's now 2 outs. And John Lester gets that four-seam fastball to be popped up to center for out number 3. And I said center when it was right field. So that laughing emoji was right because I totally said the wrong spot. Now we're on to the 8th. George Springer leading things off here. Can he get a rally going for us? I really am hoping so. Fail pitch. And I foul it back. Are you kidding me? Next pitch, I hit well to center, and that's down for a single. So Springer does get on with no outs in the 8th. See if he can do some damage. At least move Springer into scoring position, hopefully. But that is a fly out to right. Springer at half an upgrade, by the way, for his single. Now Freddie Freeman comes up. Now in an 0-2 hole, let's see what Freddie Freeman can do. Can he keep the runners going? That is crushed to left. That is down. That is a double. We're going to send Springer all the way from first, and he should be scoring. Close, but he does score. 2 upgrade levels for Freeman on the RBI double as we take a 1-0 lead. Mitch Garver playing here. Anything he does will be credited to Wilson Contreras, including that pop out to the catcher. We're going to pinch hit Matt Kemp for Rhys Hoskins here as Martez is subbed in for Will Harris. We're behind 0-2 here. Not the best start to this at-bat, but let's see. And Kemp strikes out. Not the best at-bat as we head to the bottom of the 8th, up 1-0. We're going to give John Lester one more inning of work here unless he gets into significant trouble. Four-seamer is hammered for a flyout to deep right for out number 1. I feel like I'm becoming predictable to my opponent, so let's try to mix things up a little bit here. And that changeup is hammered to center, and that's down for likely a double. That is indeed a double. this is the struggles of playing with this team. Going to go cutter to Tyler White here and jam him for a pop out too short. Yes, so we're now 1 out away from getting out of things here in the 8th. All right, four-seamer. And that is hit well, and that is going to tie the game at 1. Should not have gotten the four-seam fastball, but that is self-inflicted. He's going 3, and he's going to get a triple. Going to just go the cutters inside and try to get him to pop out of things. That's hit to left. Please get there, Kemp. Kemp makes the catch. We preserve the 1-1 tie as we head to the 9th. Probably should have pulled Lester. But we'll see what can Rougned, Odor, and company do in the 9th. And Odor leads things off with a single on the first pitch, hit sharply over the second baseman's head into right center field. We're going to try to steal with him, 95 speed. We've got Devers up. We'll try to sack bunt, and we do sack bunt. He throws to second where I'm safe, and I'm actually safe everywhere. So first and second, no outs for Kingery. I will swing away here, and I line out to second. First and second, 1 out for Chris Davis, and I'm actually going to pinch hit here. This is an important spot, and Jose Abreu is going to get this at bat. And Abreu delivers. That's a single to right. We're going to send the runner home, play at the plate, and he's safe. We also moved Devers up to third, which with 55 speed was an important move. We're now up 2-1. Abreu getting 1.5 boost attempts in the process. Now we face Joe Musgrove with George Springer. We're actually going to send Abreu with 84 speed. Then we'll send Devers home. We'll get the out, but we score the run. A little bit cheesy on the double steal, but I didn't anticipate the pickoff. We're now up 3-1, and now Springer behind 0-2. That was definitely a play that I've never actually pulled off. It was not my intention to. As Springer robs Springer, that was a huge run that we scored there. And we're now up 3-1 in the bottom of the 9th. We're going to turn to Pazos here and see what he can do. We're going to go slider in one more time, see if he'll chase it again. Hoping he will, but not necessarily expecting it. He does. Puts it in play, but that's a pop out too short for out number 1. Altuve 3 for 3 on the week for my opponent. Probably going to get to 4 for 4 because I'm throwing him a four-seam fastball. But no, he lines out to Abreu at first. We're now 1 out away from the win, facing Alex Bregman. Going to try to jam him inside once again. And we got him to foul off the first pitch. Now we're going to go sinker outside. See what he does with this. Fouls that off. We're ahead 0-2. Going to go low inside slider. Try to get a strikeout and a perfect inning and a win. Can't get it there. Try to get the cutter inside. See if the cutter does what the slider can't do. But he'll take it. He will take it. So I'm going to go same spot, but a sinker instead of a cutter or slider. See what happens here. And I struck him out. Got the win. 3-1. Now we'll calculate our boost attempts, and then we'll do some boosting. Alrighty, and now we're here to boost up my team a little bit. We're going to start with James Pazos, who gets 1.5 boost attempts, which rounds up to 2. 1 for the perfect inning, and 1/2 for the strikeout that he got. First boost attempt will push him to a +2. And a second attempt should push him to +3 most likely. Yes, it does. So Odor will be a +2. Then Freddie Freeman will get 2 attempts, 1 for his double and 1 for his RBI. And the first attempt, which was guaranteed to succeed, did succeed. Second attempt, 90% chance, hopefully will succeed as well. Which it does. Our other first baseman, Jose Abreu, has 1.5 attempts for his RBI and for his single. First attempt guaranteed to succeed. Here we'll push him from an 85 to an 86. And our second attempt should make him an 87. Yes, now an 87 overall. Then George Springer, our next upgrade candidate, gets half an attempt for his single. And Springer's boost attempt will push him to an 86 overall. Then finally, Devers gets 1.5 attempts for his single and his double. I don't have a rule to count his stolen base when he stole home. But if you guys think he should get another boost attempt for stealing home, let me know in the comments, and we will get that in to begin next episode. Yeah, that's going to do it for this episode. I know it was loaded, probably a long video, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like. If you're new around here, subscribe for more MLB Perfect Inning 2018 content. In the comments, let me know, are you looking forward to the rest of this new latest and greatest season of Moneyball Monday? Realistically, I'm thinking 10 to 12 episodes with this team. If I'm 10 to 12 episodes in and want to keep going, I'll keep going. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully, getting some more of these players boosted up a bit. If you have any suggestions for this season of Moneyball Monday, feel free to let me know in the comments, along with should Devers get a third boost attempt for stealing home. Then one final thing, I do get to promote a bench player to the starting lineup because I won. In this case, I will be promoting Jose Abreu to starting first baseman, Chris Davis now on the bench. But that is going to wrap things up for now, guys. MG from Skull Gaming Network. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, and as always, peace out.